Hi everyone, thank you for joining me again. So we're going to do quite a gentle practice today, a nice kind of gentle one for the weekend. So when you're ready, make sure you have a mat and a blanket maybe, and some support, maybe with a pillow if you don't have a bolster, and if you don't have a block, maybe a book or a container. And when you're ready, we're going to come to child's pose. So once again, if you do need some support in child's pose, you can grab a blanket underneath your knees and rest the knees on a blanket, or you can bring your blanket underneath the thighs. Again, it just takes some pressure off the knees, and you have a pillow or bolster to hand if you need to come forward onto some support. So from here we are going to be coming down into child's pose. So sitting back on the heels, you can have your knees wide if you prefer, or the knees can be together. And we're just going to lengthen down into the arms, bring the forehead to the mat, and I just want you to relax your shoulders. So there's no tension anywhere. The hands are relaxed, the arms are relaxed, and the shoulders. And we're going to be taking a few breaths in child's pose. So just let your eyes close. Just start to bring your awareness to the breath. So being aware of that breath coming in through the nose. As you breathe in, a slight coolness of the breath. And as you breathe out, a slight warmth as the breath leaves the body. Every exhalation, just feel the shoulders maybe opening a little bit more, back releasing a little bit more too. Even a release in the lower back, and just starting to feel a sense of calmness throughout the body, and particularly throughout the mind. Just sending away any thoughts as you breathe out. Letting that breath lengthen a little bit more. I'm going to take 2 more breaths here. When you're ready, you're just going to push your hands into your mat and just tuck in the toes and just start to come back into downward dog. So we want to take a walk into each leg, but we're keeping our movement really slow. Our fingers are wide on our mat. We're pushing the hips back. We're opening up into the shoulders. And then just start to let the heels come down towards the back of the mat. Give the head a shake side to side, and then just let the head hang. From here, we're going to take our knees as wide as our mat, bring our big toes together, and sit back once again. We're going to lift up the head and just start to walk the arms over towards your left side. Once there, let the head come down to the floor or your rolled up blanket and hold. So you should feel a stretch along the right side of your body. Again, lengthening the breath, breathing fully into the body. Taking that walk over to the right side. Again, going as far as you can, starting to feel that stretch into the left and then releasing the head down. When you're ready, coming back to center. Just starting to stretch into the right side. So it's like you're walking your fingers to the top of your mat. Feeling that into the right arm, the right shoulder. The left arm is relaxed. And then relax that right side and start to reach with the left. So again, walking the fingers towards the top of your mat, feeling that stretch into the arm, into the left shoulder. And relax the left side. Walking the hands back to your mat, bringing the knees so they're underneath the hips and the hands are underneath the shoulders. Take a breath. We're going to start our rotation, so let the eyes close, start to move over to the right side, rolling across the feet, across the heels, through the knees, rolling over to the left hand and the right. The movement is slow. Feeling into the joints, reversing that circle. When you're ready, coming back to center. So we're going to be bringing our right knee forward towards our hands and turning our big toe to the side of our mat. We then walk our left leg back as far as you can take it. The hips are in line, so we're not tilting one way or the other. And then we can just bring our gaze upwards, so we start to feel an opening into the throat. The shoulders are relaxed. We're going to be walking our hands forward. Again, you can grab your support if you need it to rest down onto. Relaxing the head down. If you feel okay without support, the forehead comes fully to the mat. Again, you have your option if you have any discomfort in the knees. You can prop the knee onto a blanket. You can even prop underneath the thigh. So you roll down onto the blanket and come down that way. So do play around with what feels best for you in this position. We're going to be holding for a few breaths. One more breath here. When you feel ready, just walking the hands back towards your knee. We're going to be stepping back into our downward dog. So just tucking in the toes of the left foot and pushing back. Taking 2 breaths here. So staying in your downward dog position, making sure the hands are wide, tucking in the toes, pushing the heels back. One more breath. Making sure you're breathing fully into the body. And then letting the knees come back down. So we're back into that table position. Ready for the left side, the left knee is coming forward. That big toe is going out to the side of our mat. And we're walking our right leg back as far as you can so you feel that stretch. The shoulders are relaxed. There's no shoulders near the ears. We can bring the gaze upwards and hold. When you feel ready, we're folding forward. Remember, you have support if you need it. Relaxing all the way down to your mat. Making sure the hips stay in line, you're not tilting the hips. And then bringing your awareness back to your breath. So do send that breath to any areas that you feel are tight. Maybe into that left hip, into the pelvis, maybe the left knee. When you feel ready, we're rolling back up, back onto the hands and back into downward dog. If you do need to rest here, you can just come back to your child's pose. So please decide what feels best. If you feel okay, we're staying up in that downward dog position. Taking one more breath here. And when you're ready, coming back down to our table position. From here, come all the way up. We're going to be bringing our hands behind us, just linking the fingers or bringing the palms together if you can, and pulling the arms back. So you have the option of staying here, or if you want to go a little bit further, you can start to bring the crown of the head down onto the mat, and then bring the arms up and back a little bit more. So whatever stage you feel more comfortable at, either with the head down or the head up. Holding that stretch, pulling the shoulders back. And release out. So coming up if the head is down, Releasing the shoulders, releasing the arms. And we're going to be coming to sit down. So you can still grab your blanket if you want it to sit down on, or you can take some support under the knees if you have any discomfort. So once you feel comfortable in this seated position, we're going to be bringing our right hand to our mat, or you can bring it onto a block or a book. And then we're going to breathe in and reach up and over with our left arm. So again, you want to feel that into your left side, into the waist, into the hip, and into the arm. Coming back down, we're going to be bringing our left hand down to our mat, reaching up and over with that right arm. And slowly releasing back up. So this time we're going to take a twist. So we want to bring our right hand behind and our left hand to our right knee. And we're going to be turning towards our right shoulder. Making sure the spine is long and straight, like you have a piece of string running through the spine. Pulling that right shoulder back. Being aware of the breath just flowing through the body. Every exhalation, just letting go of anything you may be holding on to. Anything that no longer serves you. One more breath here. Slowly coming back to center. So we're going to be going the other way. Our left hand is coming behind. Our right hand is going to our left knee. And we're twisting towards our left shoulder. Keeping that shoulder relaxed. Relaxing the jaw. One more breath. And slowly coming back to center. So we're going to be separating the legs now. You might want your support of your pillow or your bolster or your blankets. You can also just stack a few props if you need them. I want you just to have your legs relaxed. I want to make sure you're sitting evenly on the sitting bone. So from here, we're going to be starting to fold forward. So it might be that you just walk your hands a little bit forward. You can bring them onto the floor. Just see how that feels. And if you feel okay to go deeper as you exhale, remember you're lifting from the very base of your spine. You can start to walk the hands a little further. Always using your breath. Taking your time. If it feels comfortable maybe to rest the hands on your support, you can do so. Maybe bringing the forehead down. And I want you to feel that in the back of the legs, into the lower back, into the shoulders, so you have an opening there. The breath is slow. The breath is deep. We're going to be coming out very slowly, taking care of our back, rolling back up. So just move your prop out of the way if you have one. We're going to be keeping the legs wide. This time we're going to start to engage the legs a little bit more. So we're pushing away our heels. So you can feel that stretch into the back of the legs. We're going to be reaching towards our right big toe. It doesn't matter if we can't reach there, we'll just bring our hand onto our leg. So there's always options. Or if you want to, you grab your belt, your strap, and you use that support. So reaching with that right hand, I want the arm just to relax if you're holding onto the toe or you're holding onto the leg. And then as you breathe in, reach that left arm up. It's like you're trying to reach the ceiling. Continuing to reach with that left arm. Looking up if your neck is okay, or keeping the gaze neutral if it's not. So you can stay here if you feel quite comfortable. Anybody that wants to take it further, you start to reach over with that left arm. Keep reaching. You can bring it towards your right foot. So remember, we're opening up the body. We're not rounding the body in. We're opening the body out. Coming back to the breath and breathing fully into our body. If the hand is down, we start to bring it back up and release out. So a very deep stretch for the left side. We're going to be doing that the other way. So making sure we're engaging the legs, pushing the heels away. Reaching this time for the left big toe, or relaxing the hand down. Relaxing the arm. And then breathing in, reaching up with the right arm this time. You're trying to reach the ceiling or the sky above you. Really lifting out of the waist as much as possible. If you're taking it deeper, you come into that with your exhalation, starting to extend that arm over, making sure you're not lifting up from the bottom, and holding. Taking one more full breath here. Reaching that right arm back up and releasing back out. So we're going to come to butterfly. So you want to bring the soles of your feet together, but close to your body. Again, you can take support under the knees if you need to. You can roll up your blanket so you have that support there. You take hold of the toes and you lengthen through the spine. Just let the hips and the pelvis open. Let the eyes close. And you can stay upright if you want to, or if you want to take it deeper, you just start to relax the elbows down onto the legs. Just starting to fold a little deeper, only going to the point that feels comfortable for you. The breath is still long. Maybe sending that breath to the inner thigh, into the pelvis, into the groin. Taking one more breath here in your chosen position. releasing out. Let the knees come back together, the legs come out. Just sit back on the hands, give the legs a shake. So we're going to be coming down onto our back. You may just need a strap or belt as your support. So maybe just keep that to hand. So lying down on your back, just take a breath in Shavasana. So just let the feet fall out, the palms face upwards. Relaxing the spine, relaxing the back. You can let the eyes close if you want to. I'm just going to take one more breath here. We're then going to bring the legs together. We're going to hug in the right knee, wrapping the hands around the knee or underneath the thigh. Drawing that knee in. So from here, I want you to extend into the back of the heel, either support the leg or take hold of the toe or grab your strap or your belt. So whatever option you choose, the left arm is relaxed alongside the body. So extending that heel as much as possible, feeling the stretch in the back of the leg. And we're then going to place our left hand onto our left hip. We want to secure our hips so they stay in line as we start to take that right leg out to the side. Now I have the couch there, so I can't go so far, but you go as far as you feel comfortable. Holding that stretch. Keeping the legs active, so keeping both legs, the heels pushed away. Keeping that breath long. Come back in when you're ready. Release that strap or the toe and then hug that right knee back in. We're going to bring up the head this time as well and hold as long as the neck is okay. And release back down. So bringing the legs back together. This time we're hugging in our left knee, squeezing the knee in. Extending that heel, taking hold of the big toe or your belt, your strap. Feeling that into the back of the leg. Just make sure your chin is tucked in as well, so we're not putting any strain on the neck. Place that right hand onto your right hip. Take your breath in. And as you exhale, just start to let that leg come out to the side, as far as you want to take it. Make sure it's comfortable. Make sure the hips are not rolling. They're staying in line. When you're ready, we're going to bring that leg back in. Release that foot and then hug the left knee in. You can bring up the head once again and hold. If you're bringing up the head, make sure your shoulders are relaxed. And release down. Relaxing the legs, relaxing the arms. Take a breath. Bring the arms alongside you, take a bend into the legs. Making sure you can touch your heels with your fingertips, pushing the spine into the mat. The next in-breath, pushing up the hips, bringing up the arms, holding in gentle bridge. The next exhalation, lowering the arms, lowering the spine. Let the soles of the feet come together. You can bring the arms out to the side, palms facing up, or you bring the arms up behind you, whatever feels more comfortable. Just take a few breaths here. If it does feel uncomfortable on the lower back, you can take a bend into the legs. The next exhalation, just let the arms come back down, let the knees come in, and then I want you just to relax now in Shavasana. So do grab a blanket if you want it, or your pillow, and come underneath your legs for support. Whatever you need to make yourself as comfortable as possible. Once you're there, you're going to be lying back. The eyes are going to close. Palms facing upwards. And the feet falling out to the side. So just taking a moment to check in with how the body feels after your practice. As you're able to release tension, does the body feel more open? Is the energy flowing more freely? Is the mind clearer? Is the mind calmer? Is the breath smoother? Just finding that place of complete stillness. A place that's always there whenever you need it. Even if it's just 5 minutes to come to your mat and take rest. The importance of just stillness, no distractions. The importance of complete calm. feel ready, just starting to bring your awareness back, maybe to any sounds around you, the sound of my voice. Starting to bring some movement back into the body. Maybe it's moving the fingers or the toes. Maybe bringing the knees into the chest and taking a rock from side to side. When you feel ready, just roll to one side. Slowly bringing yourselves back to seated. Think of an affirmation for yourself. It can be anything. I am positive. I am strong. I am beautiful. I love myself. Whatever comes to mind, and say it to yourself now. When you feel ready, just bring your hands to your heart center, thanking yourself for your practice. Bowing to Namaste. Namaste. Thank you very much. I hope this practice brings you lots of calmness. I wanted to do this more as a relaxation. It's a good practice maybe before bed, more of an evening practice when you can just take time after to relax. So enjoy the rest of your day or the rest of your evening, and I will see you soon. Thank you. Bye.